All right.
Well, 018476 maweza ya ditara go sebesetswa nga lerato di jam di thoba ka mabota. We still Mukanana, and today I'm interviewing one of the respected people, Mukanana, and one of the people I admire the most. And we just met recently, and the funniest thing on how we met, he appeared on my phone. That okay, he's someone that appeared on my phone, and I was like, who's this guy? I was actually taking a picture of someone. I was at work taking someone's picture, and his picture appeared among the picture I shot. I was like, who's this guy? No, man, you can't just appear on my phone. and I remember having some deep conversation with some community members and all that. And while I was busy, I got a call from him, and he said, let's meet. And when I came to him, I was like,
the same person.
This is the guy I saw on the pictures. Like, hey man, I saw you on my pictures. I saw you on my phone, and is the very same guy who was busy doing a lot. I remember there was a time we made a video about telling people that hamaspala asatla puthi matlakala we're going to kopanya kanana kaofela and go talk about to bank the plastic bags re lo di lahlela go kanana. That will be the new dumping site. And then the time that was one of the videos still in there viral. I think we had some like 20-something thousand views in 2 days. So it's 20-something thousand views in 2 days, and the fire. And I report Mojin Meneziam. He's one of the guys who did that and who is busy pushing the movement that Kanana must be good. And he's done a lot. I'm going to interview, like, there's a lot I'm going to get from this guy. So now, please be with us till the end of the episode. Let me just do this. I'm fixing my lights. Be with us till the end of the episode because it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a long ride. Leadership.
Thank you so much.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm good, yes.
I'm glad to be with you, and to you are welcoming me in your home, in your beautiful home, and me being here and talking to you. I take it as a great privilege.
Thank you so much.
It's a serious honor and a privilege to be interviewing you and to be sitting with you right here. So now you can tell the viewers maybe who are you and where you from. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much. The funny part of it is that I do a lot, but I'm this type of a person who doesn't want to be known.
Okay.
This is one of Ndate Makwetu of PAC.
Okay.
Who was telling us that if you are known too much, you cannot do much.
Hey.
So we grew up actually in the PAC until such time. Then we got into the UDF.
Okay.
Yeah, but as I will tell you that I'm one of the guys who grew up here in Kanana. I went to a mine school in the Biketlo Combined School in Ribitaka number 7.
Okay.
Yes. And then from there we came here in Kanana. But my primary education is from Lesotho.
Okay. Primary education.
I received it from Lesotho in the place Yamafiteng. Then we came this side. I grew up in Kanana, and then I love Kanana with all my heart.
Okay.
I've done a lot in this township, and then I was a chairperson of Kanana Football Association. I was a player in the local football clubs, and there were a lot of teams, and then Kanana was known for football.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanako ya Buntate, Kues Makomba, Brashakes and Tlapo, Ndate Mpekeke, Ndate Makuani. lot of them.
And you naming legends.
Yes, those people. Those they mentored me.
Okay.
Bobra, Jimmy Tolomo.
Uh-huh.
There was a white guy who loved me so much more office fan sale.
Okay.
I remember in 1987 when he awarded this house to me.
Okay.
I was from the college police.
You were awarded this house.
This house with him. I can say awarded because I was not having home.
Okay.
But that is another story for another day.
All right.
Yes. What I want to tell you, I was and I am still an activist, political activist. But I've never joined the ANC.
You never, like, since from the beginning?
Since from the beginning, I was never a member.
Since from the 80s till now?
I was never. As I told you, I grew up in PAC.
Sure.
And then UDF. I joined the police force.
Okay. Yeah. You once told me behind the scene that you were once a police.
Yes. You know, in the PAC, there were this plan. Others like Bo Kenny Mzamai.
Okay.
He was as a guy from Mafikeng.
Okay.
They joined. Also, they were PAC members. But now they were in exile. They went to exile, Bo Botswana, whatever, Bo Angola.
Yes.
And then those were going to be trained, or guys, now you are going to train the bombs and whatever and come and bomb and kill the apartheid. Ne?
But wait a minute. You went to...
Not me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They went there, Lebo Bupape, and then they went to go Barakai, go Botswana, what we call exile nowadays.
Okay, yeah.
They were trained in Apla for certain things. Then Tina, who were in the country, we will have to maneuver the way to fight the apartheid. While I was at school, we were doing this, comrade.
I want to capture this proper, yeah.
You see.
Continue.
We were starting these strategies of banning this, 1986, it was a anniversary of 10th year anniversary of 1976.
Okay. Wait, repeat that again.
In 1985-86, it was anniversary of the 1976.
Oh, okay.
It's where real fire came in South Africa. Is when now the government of apartheid, they were now serious talking to the black people. Hence, there was this thing of a black power. There was no ANC. There was nothing. Even those people who said, really, in 1994, we voted for ANC. It's a lie. We voted for black power. It's a lie.
So what was Black Power? Was it a movement or a political power?
No, it's not a black. It was a black thing. We want to destroy the apartheid.
Okay.
The black power must be there. The ANC got, it was lucky. Let me put it with the lack of weight. They were lucky to position themselves at that time because they were black and we were fighting for black power. Okay. That's how. And de Klerk knew that there is no way that he's going to win Mandela. Even before the election, he knows that I will be the deputy president. De Klerk himself. So we fought, man. We fought in many tactics and whatever. It's where I began to know Mama Winnie Mandela. Okay. She came here and then we were...
She came where?
In Kanana.
In Kanana?
Yes. Then when she was going in Freestyle, she was going anywhere. Okay. Then we activists, we don't have firearms, we don't have anything, Mama, to fight this thing. And she said, you must think there are two things that you have that are powerful. She took a box of matches. Say, here is your firearm. And the stone. You use these two. And the third one, you run for cover. That's how we grew up. To fight fast forward after those things. Then when we see now other PAC members are there. And
So wait. Before you go any further, so when she's telling you that you must use stones and matchbox,
box,
and you have an experience of seeing a gun shooting, how did you take that?
No, that was not a problem for us. Dying and being shot at, it was not a problem because there were this iron dustbins. You remember those things?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, we were so brave. A bullet cannot penetrate in
Oh
that.
goodness!
That's why we were brave to fight them. Yes, we were very, very brave to fight them. And then we know if they are not here, who are they? Then we were called them pimpis.
Okay.
Pimpis. And then we regarded the councillors and whatever, that those are pimpis. And those people who talk to the police where we are and whatever. Then, but we managed because we were very interested, vigilant, and very, very, very brave.
So wait a minute. So you became a police during that time, or you were not police
No,
yet?
I was not police at that time.
Okay.
And no, I was not a police at that time. Towards after 85, 86, 87, we saw that this thing now, there's going to be a talks. That's why I said the others were in exile trying to go and bring bombs and come and bomb the apartheid and whatever. But now, these talks of CODESA, and this CODESA 1, CODESA 2, this, I don't remember that Afrikaans word, haze, what they were talking there. And then we saw that, no, there was now this beginning to be a conflict of ways of understanding between different political parties that we are going to talk. And then Ndadema was clear. It says,
who is Ndadema?
He's the president, the former president of the PAC.
Oh, okay.
He was clear to say, guy, these people, we must fight them to the sea.
Oh, okay.
And the ANC says, no, we need to talk with these people and whatever. So the strategies changed, you understand. Then that is the time then that I was matriculated in 1986, yes. I passed my matric. Then I had to go, where to go? There is no work and whatever. Then I joined the police, fast forward.
Okay.
But joining the police, it was a strategy for PAC that we don't have guns. If we join the police and we are inside, we will be next to the guns.
Okay.
As police, but knowing that our mission is not to be a police officer.
Okay.
It's to be something else to bring our country back. But then when we are in the police already now, the negotiation this side and then wara things change.
Yeah.
Then we continue living like that. I was a police. Other thing that I will tell you, you won't believe it. Because of the teachings and political teachings that we got, white man was a enemy.
Okay.
Any white man, whether good or not good, was a enemy of a black person. Because they've got our power, we need to fight for our black power.
Okay.
So when I was in the police, they arrived a stage whereby I got a conflict with a white person. I shoot at him.
What? Like, you will get the full episode on the thing on YouTube. So yeah, and that's a so now you shot
at that person.
Was it a white
white person? No,
it was just a normal
white person. And now my background of being a PAC member, joining the police, having a gun, I resume that I've got power now. This man can never talk to me as he likes. So I shot at him. And
What was this not the headlines of South Africa?
no, not really, because that time was, I think it was in the Linzui and whatever, because I was in Northwest. I don't know what happened because
What age was that? What?
Yeah,
Mm.
1997.
1997. This was recent, Mos.
1997, October.
Okay.
And then that goes. Then I went to prison.
Okay.
It's where when I went to prison, I met, here is Kenny Mtsama. Hey, and you, what do you want here? And I've done this. I say, I've done the same, Kadi Speed Co-op. So we were in one prison with Kenny and Warawara. Then the transfers took us somewhere. Again, after our release, in many years after that, we met again in Soweto. I was out first.
Okay.
And then I joined the EFF.
Okay.
Because I could see the EFF is type of UDF and PAC. Because you must remember there was this Amachata in whatever. And we joined. When Kenny came out, I spoke to him to join the EFF.
Okay.
And then whatever, those people, we did a short story, like, and this guy, Muporo,
Okay.
he played a big role in the release of Kenny. We were there also trying to do that. Then I joined the EFF. I was the first chairperson of Ward 13.
Yeah.
Ward 13 in Soweto.
Yeah.
Protea Clan Phase 1. And my late wife became the councillor of the EFF. Those were the first councillors of EFF. Unfortunately, she died. And another story for another day. Coming back here home, I saw, no, man, things are not going well, and the ANC is coming.
And not forgetting that you were born, you grew up here and you did so many things here. I remember that you, off the record, you told me that you had a soccer team here.
Yes, we as I was groomed up in that Nkatwang, he was called Nkatwang Chiefs. I played for them, and then he made me the secretary and the coach. Then there was not this thing of qualification for coaching. The interest was the first thing. I joined Katwan Chiefs. Then Katwan Chiefs, they died. I went to Hungry Tigers. That was my team now.
Okay.
Came up. We formed Banyana, netball, and whatever. We play as much as...
Hungry Tigers was your team?
Yes.
That you formulated?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Formulated in the sense that Ntateli Kitlane was from Jobetina, came in here. He was not having anybody. Then I said, no, I will be with you in these Hungry Tigers. Then I become really instrumental to such an extent that they chose me in locally to be the chairperson of the local football association. Okay. And then it's whereby this type of Rochester Mkwena who was the sports organizer then, and it's whereby we came together as a sports organizer, as a chairperson. Is whereby many players were produced, professional players were produced in Ghana. Like Siwiza.
Okay.
JJ.
Okay.
September,
Yes.
Chris Rapian,
Mm-hmm.
Junior Khwasi,
Okay.
and Tandi Tolomo.
Mm-hmm.
And others, they followed, man. Others were very young. And then this Putsani, Stephen Putsani, Bedimita PMX, was from the farm, came this side. And we really produced many players, and Kanana was very high there. Biza, we call him Biza, September, played even to the national squad.
Yeah, he did.
And
He did.
Suiza played in Pirates, Junior played to Mining Rangers, and Chris go to Mining Rangers too. Costas was Junior, and then Mining Rangers was Chris. And it's that time whereby now this course area, we were very powerful because Brendan Silent also was produced in the, and then about those family guys, Philmon Masinga and Kenneth Masinga.
Yes.
They were also, and others followed. And then there was this guy, Omungwa Mochubetina Boraki, now Bal Abapala Cosmos. Villagas.
Okay.
Villagas played for so then this area of us, it was very powerful in football. So it's what I can say in football we did well, very, very, very well in football in this area of us. Coming back, this township was not like this, man. It was not like this. It was a clean township, small, clean township.
Talent-driven.
Yes. Yes, you can
Passion. It's a passionate.
We were known not by these things. We are known with
crime
and this loose life. No, I don't say it was clean, but it was. We were not known by that.
By those things. Actually, talent was overpowering those things.
Even a Jomason came to the stadium to come and play with us, Hungry Tigers. Global Palaka under 23. We beat him 2-1. I go good to Brahim Kushapi.
What are you saying? You were coaching Angry Tigers at that point.
At that point, and player again.
So your players keep on about Eric September and all that.
No, Eric September Nabapala. Most of players go Zebras.
Okay.
Yeah. Now Mobona Kikena as a chairperson
of the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah. But there were players from Sharp.
Wait, Zebras? Are you saying Zebras was still existing at that time?
Zebras Bra Peace teacher. Peace Mutiri.
Buddha.
Yeah. Ke team ya go bona ena bo no bo Steve Mutsiri go re ne le TV ya kwa Mutsiri di tlapa tse kholo tsene le mone ne le Pirates Dundee Real Dundee Zebras Black Pirates Motherwells Hungry Tigers Motherwells and Makoti le yona itswa mona le engwe ya ka mo hostel ka mona ke na le batho bana ba bitsong Lagza was once a secretary and became a chairperson when I was now busy with the police things. Sorry for that. And Kanana, man, it's supposed not to be what it is now. It is today. No, Kanana is we are talented. We were known. Lani kufika ko Soweto bar utswa ko Kanana wena tseba bolo ke shone ko Kanana was known
right? Yeah,
ona le di star da
it's a talent
like onana le another Grotman Bradog na coach under 12 yeah Zebras.
Okay,
it went as far as Iloba Palako FNB the Chappies Little League.
What?
That's what we are known of, Mukanana. Now, when coming back, seeing Kanana is known, Kidi Nyaupe is known, Kidi Matawa, no. That's not our.
The mafias who are hijacking the government.
Zamazama, those things. No, and the police were
very strong.
Strong for Kanana. And the community in strong. They were reporting anything. They would come because I was a detective. They would used to come ebraru. Skabargiru. No, not Bafana Bambaton Botavili, Bate molcation, Bate.
Sure.
So that was our thing. Our thing. Kanana was one. We could know when we look on mining kwana neri or Kanana for ball. For ball. But could say one day ma Raberi Riwa Runa Bani Barti source is 1 month if I'm go number 7. Babari Bizavare Monal Nam Sevitual no Fedi. Rare why Bara Lima comrade Luna is a mayango. No, but Kodi is a Ratama, go number 7, and that's Nora.
Serious?
Yes.
Poca Fela comrade.
Okay, but now this. Comrade, I
think tell me your team, but one was Banele only scheme sao, Lama comrade district, which can Shwalandwe.
One mentor.
Okay.
Limpanang with Jama. Le Cheta Tolom.
Okay.
There was another lady, Udulamo next to Yaka, Pelasia. She was very strong. That lady. I think we go province for ANC.
Okay. Pelasia,
yeah. Yeah, no, she was very strong.
Like her full names, maybe. Okay.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Because all of us, we were known from relatively one another from the school and whatever activism but they were very strong. One guy, very strong, was the Bopula Mabidikano. One of Pula Mabidikano was a PAC member, and then Pula Mabidikano was very strong. Very strong. And also, he was very strong. Very strong.
There's a guy walk down, woman. Oiling as Hokafale, Karali
Majara.
Yeah,
Majara's pub. Majara's pub actually is my family from Lesotho.
Oh, okay.
We grew up together, one house. We were in a mission of collecting yellow books.
Okay.
Yellow books, are rented at then. Glory collect already chaser so that people should not pay rent. Is that night that now Ono Tuniwa, then Majara got shot.
Wow. Guys.
Me and Majara, we are from one primary school in Lesotho. Medin Primary School in Mafeking district.
Yeah. I'm sure South Africa, one of the biggest legends in the country, actually. Now I was even limiting you to Kanana, but no, man, this is the biggest. I think Medji must have you. I think this guy. This guy happily and it's on the podcast and is dealing with such matters. I mean, I think he must have you as well. Hey,
the thing that maybe I took from the PAC railway from Tadema Kwetu is that if you talk too much, you're going to do less.
Ish.
So not I was a tool to ban.
Okay.
So I should not be known to everybody.
Okay.
Even if I'm there, people should not notice. If I'm not there, they should not notice. So that if something happened, then Maponisa, they would take you by low torture. And then they come with you and then you come and point people. So those of us who were used to ban petrol bombs, do petrol bombs and ban, were not encouraged to play heroes.
Okay.
In the people who can I get you see, people will gather in the meeting and talk and
yeah.
about the time we are given the the instruction, what to do. Those people, they don't know us who is going to do what where.
Sure.
So when it happens, libona abatsibi. That was the strategy. And it worked. It really worked. Because if then kilaka tshwarwa before, nkabe ke sa kgona ho kena ko sepodising.
Exactly the point.
Nkabe ke sa kgona ho kena ko sepodising because of the record tsa hore ntse ke a ke re makgowa bona ka nako ele. E ne se taba hore o na le record. E ne se taba hore bro o tseba o a frequenta mona wena o stop. So I couldn't be arrested. In an instance one day when I started to know Ramaphosa, he was a NUM secretary. Then Rachisa Mulkishinimu. Then it was declared for every boy 10 years upwards must be arrested. Then Ramaphosa, whether it was him or what, but Rona as youth then, we were told to Odume or Rilorobala ko number 3, nonale Valrut number 3, go hostel. And banana basaki. So Rakena kalibakala khage. Then we were protected kibatu mining because the commandos Samaburu, they could not buy mining. Inkata was there and Wara those they were fearful or bakes khono ya combining abanu kena easy combining. So na then baba bansi ya these people ilor nekile training ya football. And then I get to mona bar blella, then I get into a train back to Lesotho. It's not a ticket.
Yo, this is a lot.
Station is a train. Get into the train. When I was calling, was a patal training.
Okay.
Then I go.
So
only my passport. Chincha Kronstata, Motrenagre trainers at Savay Street. Palama mo Ogni, Lo Chincha Kronstata, Kwe Ogni, Ye Bloemfontein, Wa Chincha, Ukalametrino, Vepinar.
So you doing this wabale?
Yeah, Bali, because Bansi, Le Bonabako was one, and Otimansibu Utlo Chekiva. Kafela Banaba sorry.
Okay.
Bar Bleletor 10 years upwards, you are in for it, Watswaro, because Kafela Runaka Runarichesa, Mulkisi.
Cheers.
So,
just a second. Yo.
So that's that.
Yo, that's a lot. This is a lot.
This what I'm telling you is.
Yo, this is a lot. So now I'm hearing more Otwakai with this passion, yeah. Kanana, even the passion of seeing South Africa as a better country, you know, not only us. Now, because now, Kanana, to air, maybe even talking about Kanana, I'm limiting you to a small portion of land. You are for South Africa.
Most of my peers and other people, because when I was in prison, I studied a lot. I studied a lot, and I became a teacher.
Okay.
Adult teacher. I graduated with UNISA, higher diploma in that adult education.
Okay.
And I established a church in prison, and that church I established it in 1998. It's still there today. So
you started
a church.
So this calling for pastoral ministry started in prison.
No.
Okay.
While I was in college, I used to love this thing, but I didn't know. When I got to prison, it came out. I even studied theology, several certificates of Bible, and I mentored many people. Others are out now. They are still in contact with me.
Wow.
And even if you can go to Klerksdorp now, today, after I think now is 26 years old, that church there, I'm not there, but the people, they know. The church, it helps in rehabilitation.
So this thing of mentoring, this thing of taking care, this thing of holanelas chaba buntate, that's your thing.
That's where I am. Because even now, I'm a member of this, what is called South African Men's Council. I am a member there. So I've done a lot, but like I told you again, I was taught to do, not to talk.
And I like this thing of yours of regarding your mentors, the people who came before you and who told you. Like in most of the cases, I'm hearing, Ntate Mamang was saying. You see, it's someone who is taking instructions.
Most of the people, if I say that, they don't know Ntate Mpekeke, Omrich. They don't know. He was a father to everybody. When a stadium say Rilwenka Mpekeke, others, they don't know who's that guy. He was a father.
I don't know who's that guy.
No, others, they don't know really who's this guy. And his companion, friend, is still there. And Ntate Makuan is still there.
And Ntate Makuan ka tseba ko ha
yes. Omrich Mpekeke Kimbang, he will tell you. Ntate Mpekeke was his chairperson. Ntate Mpekeke was his chairperson, and now he was a secretary. He recruited me to become the secretary, Kilimonyani. He made me to meet Stix Morewa. Stix in Alimopo Chaker. Then Stix took me, we went to Johannesburg. And then when we were in Johannesburg in the meeting, conference of it was NPSL then, I don't know, it was not SAFA or SAFA, something like that, but it was this body, SAFA, Denny Jordan.
Sure.
Yeah. Denny Jordan was voted by us. Denny Jordan was voted by us. He started, I think it was 2008, and then while Hunali this thing here, Social 2000, football, under 20, under 19 there. Yes. So Omrich was from Kanana. And when I was contributing in the meeting there, Brastixi says, I know you. You are from, then we were not Northwest. We were Western Transvaal.
Okay.
He said, this guy is from Western Transvaal, and nobody can speak like that if he's not from that area. In the national meeting, Brastix started to know me there. I started to know him.
So the accent maybe couple.
No, the reasoning, because.
Oh, the reasoning. Wow.
Because we were speaking what our mentors speak, so he could identify Omrich in me.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is mentor.
That is this man. No, this is unfair, man. No, this is unfair. And people like you are here, and we like what I'm crying for now is that. I met Lintate the other time, and we were sitting and we were talking, but I needed to talk to him maybe on record and say, Bontate Bakai. Understand? I was like, many homes, they don't have fathers now. What I'm saying, and some they have fathers, but they are quiet. Understand? We don't have that thing of I cannot just do as I please. Understand?
Is where that is a strategy. Is a strategy. Even though people would not agree to that, the white monopoly practices. They don't want to see a black man in control. They want to see black men depending on them. For their control, for like if I give you an example, you need to have a white mentor so that your family should be okay.
Ish.
That's what it is. They have installed this, indoctrinate us that we should not respect each other because we are black. like if you come with a thing as a black man, it needs to go through a white man first, so that the white man must approve it. Then it's a thing. But if it's not approved by a white man, let me ask you a question. In South Africa, how old now? Let's say the so-called democracy is there. Why don't we have a bank that is black-owned? Bank, just a bank. And let's leave the bank. We don't have money, as they say, but we have money. We own diamonds and gold. And
we own
a media as you are. We don't have let me call it a senior media or national media that is black owned. They will say Motsepe is whatever and whatever, and they are restricted. If you are a black man, you bali cheletenyana or baufa cheletenyana, they direct you where to. Motsepe, I have never had Motsepe kicking a ball, but they give him money and say, this money you must spend it, go football. Go football. Lekodi society is whereby this money, we want it there. That shows it's not his money. Now, personally, I respect Motsepe, but I don't think that is his money.
What are you saying?
I'm telling you, I'm honest. I may be wrong, Mari. Why Motsepe has to go education? I have go football.
King is big on education.
No, because I saw dlale football. I saw dlale ball diamond. Maybe we tutile ball ko di booking or whatever. But like Jomo, like Ace Nsuling, diamond has to be ball. I saw dlale ball. But because unal chelete. That's the direction we are being channeled to Luna Shelter. And then I don't know. I may be wrong. Even Lico JSE, I don't know. How are they channeling black people? I'm not sure. I don't know. But I've got my own personal suspicion. How about
says, wait. I don't want you to leave me maybe on this one. The reason why I was asking that question is because the families now are left desolated, like the fathers are not present in their homes. And labaliting gangsterism ended up ruling Kanana. Just I want you hence I want to give you the thickest context to say the gangster the overrule. You understand? Mare happen tate bana ba le teng ne they would take care of the families. Every home inetse ba ntato mo mo stratene le ntato wa no gona go galemelwa ke ntato mo lo felo o tshwe o tsitsipane o go ke qeta go galemelwa ke ntato. You understand? But now the culture eo e shwele to a point ya ga o galemela ngwana tlamelo expect o rwa kiyo ha o galemelwa me o galemela o ka mo arabi se ibla no bo mo rwaki. You understand? So now that like how I'm talking to a father here. I'm talking to someone who was mentored, someone who, when he speaks to me, I'm cringing. Okay, there's serious present and anointing here. You understand? So tell me, what do you think happened? What do you think happened?
To be honest, we need to be crybabies as fathers for now.
Okay.
People, when they were negotiating the constitution and whatever, really they missed an African essence in it. Bana badi nyaupele badi ingle ori bontate abasaleyo. Kana kwele bontate ne ba shapa bana uno sena taba ya ori ntate o bolaya ngwana.
Okay.
Inentse ile teng there ntate ngwana ha shapui jwalo.
Okay.
In other words, that is saying abuse.
Yeah.
But bontate bana le matla ore mo ke mo haka. Ndete bontate abasana daile nya ore mo ke mo haka ayo. because the constitution and its whatever and whatever is in the house. You say to ngwana, don't do this. Very one abuse. You try to pressurize or to come with a fear tactics tsa hore ngwana kgone ho kena motseleng. No, wa tswa ya police station. Then at police station what? They don't buisitse so you get arrested. And most of our people are not educated in that level.
Okay.
And in that sphere. So immediately something in the family ntate reserves himself. The authority ya khathiwa because otlotola hore ke eo le eo anang le that resistance, but ntate a khalemela msadi ke maponisi. This is an abuse. So only a middleman, a middle father, which we call the law, that is so driven, where people should first fear the law, not respect the law.
Okay.
You fear the law instead of respecting and recognizing that there is a law. That, like then, African law was there. There was law. This nonsense, black people, they didn't know the law. It's nonsense. And this thing, there were no social workers around in African. It's a nonsense. The word Rachad, the word Malume, the word Mangwani, the word Rangwani, those are people, delegation, representatives of the family. If a father is doing something wrong, Rachadi come in, Malume come in, Me come in, the father, they come in. That thing is not here. It's been taken into business. I'm telling you, if you say I'm lying, I'm a pastor carrying a diploma in theology. And if you say I'm lying, you see, there is no problem in your home now, for an example. You go with your wife to go to a social worker or psychologist now. They are going to create a problem. So that you must see a problem in your wife, or your wife must see a problem in you, so that you pay for that service. But it was done free. Rachadi na tafitare. Mishmano hakiwe. Bomalume ba buele. Wanyano hatiwe. Borachadi ba buele. And abatomo, they make sense. The marriages of that time were really prolonged because of such family discussion.
Aish, Mar, we don't have Borachadi anymore.
Because for a nutshell,
Aish.
Unale Rachadi was social worker. Nalrachadi was psychologist, Nalrachadi was whatever science word that they can produce to come and deal with your mental issues.
So now, maybe coming and fusing this with politics, are you saying so ANC didn't come and restore this thing that was there, but instead it killed it? Can we pint it out or point it out? Because they are in charge and they are black power.
No, because of hunger. Again, I will go there. Because of hunger. Tell me, in those days, the dark days or whatever, whatever, Muchanda na ko re ke ko rute ka ke ko bontshe ka lesotho. Ha ke na le dikgomo tse pedi. I mean tse 10. Una le next door ya ka sina dikgomo tse pedi, dikgomo next. I would take dikgomo tse pedi hore a ilo lima a etseng a di ha e tswala a di khutlisa a sale ka kgomo. Ke sa mo patadise. But today Ramaphosa gets an example because he's a public figure.
Yeah, he's a president.
And he's my president.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not, he's my president. He's got a money. But go to Shawela ko skolo sana skena. Bupi ubuntu. Skolo sana skena. Ditilo di tshubile. Mo Shawela mo. I'm talking from experience. My church is in Sinawani. Mo skolo mo sa. I'm trying to show you hore butu. It doesn't mean anything nowadays. Doesn't mean anything. Nothing.
I'm tempted to take another direction, but I think maybe it will be a topic for another day. I just want to check something. Yeah, I think it will be a topic for another day. Yeah, but because I wanted to dwell too much on this thing of mentoring, because
mentoring.
Because you are big on that. I can hear that you.
Let me say ne. Ka Sesotho nothi ngaka ha iphekole.
Okay.
What does that mean? You cannot wena only one uyithole or right. It can't. A doctor doesn't cure himself. He looks for another doctor.
Okay.
Hence, rona re ne re rutiwa ka this mentorship. There are things say leng hore ha ke le mo tsietsing. I remember Ntate Kuos Makomba. Una reng man Ntate Makomba problem is so. Or ke nahane ke re ne man. E re ke lo utlwa hore mretši o tla reng. Ha tlo mpatadisa ne. He's going to welcome me and give me an ear. And then he will say, most of the mentors, most of the mentors, they don't give you a chance. Here are two scenarios. If it was me, I would choose this. I don't know. Which one will you choose? Those were our mentors. How local patuso moyena. Hari, hemuna it's a show. He respects your thinking and your intelligence. Hore, munna kam twe omplela nyona. Here are two scenarios about this thing. If in Elena, I would choose this, but I don't know where now Roka choose I think the best way for wena. But I would encourage you this one. But I don't say you must take it. You must first understand it. So we lack mentors without pride. Because pride will tell you, I've talked to him, I told him to do this and he's doing it and I'm happy. Forgetting about Urwena. Forgetting for Urwena, wait a in. Why bona?
Let me pause.
You can attend. Kena.
All right. Where were we? Oh, you were telling me about that.
About the choices we make. No one is complete. No one is perfect. No one knows everything. No one. But if we give people chance, how little knowledge we regard them they have, or how much knowledge we regard them they have, we must give them scenarios.
A platform to think.
To think and to say, if I choose Ike, choose it. I don't know how far it will go. If I choose X, I choose I don't know also how long will it go.
But at least you're going to choose something that it was tried and tested.
Yes.
To say, okay, this one I know it, I have tested it, I can recommend this one, but anyway, you have a choice as well to choose.
That's how it should work. Yeah, to cut a long story short, clean a hollow mold. Those are things that I'm intending to bring forward to the people of Kanana, those who will be at having interest. One, these young boys, Banyaupe, they need someone to talk to them from the heart. You talk with people from your heart. Neki blela bontate le bomme ba bang ke kopana le bona ke ba goeletsa bana ba stoutu ene ba bana ba goeletsa bana ke be ke re bona ke ne ke kopa le ba tloele ke buele lo ke re mo bona bomme bana ba bona pause pause mo rona.
Okay.
Because we've got a private space kuntlu. ya hore o bontshe ngwana wa hao hore nna ngwanaka ke o lakaletsa ntho e so ke batla o be so ke batla o be so and ha o ka choose ntho e so e tlo ba so ne ke ba jwetsa ke matlo a 10 matlo a 6 bana ba teng ba dula mo jarteng matlo a 4 bana ba teng ba bapala ko strateng a lekile la ba le mosa ka dikoloi hore dikoloi di tlo le chaisa go tswa bana go tswa eng le ba understand this that thing ba re no ndate bana ba dule ke ba robala ko ntlo ba robala ko ntlo ba ja ko ntlo ba hlapa ko ntlo. We've got plenty of time to talk to with those guys, children and they will start to cut their out of home playing because they get interest in their house. But if they don't get it in their house, they will go outside trying to get it outside.
And outside there's no haona batho ba feel in the space. So because rona ha re ne go hola probably you mentored some of the people who mentored us. You understand? That when we were coming from homes, ha re ne re ya strateng re ne re di gymming. Understand? And ha Jimmy fela go tlela ntlong.
Yes. Let me show you some things. That's why I said we were taught Rona. We must do a lot and speak a little. And you must be careful when you speak a lot. It will be difficult for you to do things that you have spoken about. You must be careful of that. And that will enter into your reputation. There is one guy now, people don't like him. But that guy, like him or not, he's a father. I don't think there are other people who knows that Malema Pepa Mana Mubeka. And the crime ya Malema iwani prova. You were native without reservations. That's his crime. Anka kilaka botsa batho ba bankere Kansler Diman who corrupt. Let me agree with you or corrupt. Show me one case I matelanko koto ya corruption or whatever. All these allegations, are they in front of the court or are just a political tennis ball, round and round? Because tennis ball is not mine, it's not yours. I hit it, it's yours. You hit it, it come to me. So there is no tangible something. Our demand kiwo. One case, okay, one case A1. Atswang koto kayona ya mutola mlato. But and one thing that shows or that man, he knows he doesn't have nothing. He tells the truth. Everybody who tells the truth doesn't have any skeleton. Anybody who tells the truth in public anyhow doesn't have skeleton. But if you've got skeleton, you will fear.
You'll be afraid to tell.
I don't know who is here who knows my skeleton and I'm speaking. So if you don't have that, you don't care.
Yeah, you don't.
You say it. So bontate lima lapa le bana. Ntate bolela bana ba ho nnete. Gore la o moghalemela ko strate a gopole gore marwatse ba ke time en boleletse o le dileng boleletse. Ntwe so ha etsiwe ntwe se ya etsiwe. Your children should not take you by surprise. But as I said, that we have the government and all these constitutional matters and whatever they recognize in the whole world, are they really being taught in even in our school? There is no subject on constitutional analysis or a constitutional discussion. They get it at Oko University. There is something called what's the name? Constitution. I went to Malawi. I was surprised that Blantyre town is clean. Make no mistake, it's clean. It's Santen. It's clean, Blantyre. It's not, and keep it wabantu. But you come here because our best constitution, let's say Malawian constitution is not best. But why their town is clean? And why we're here where we are in the best constitution ever? Our towns are dirty, filthy, pickish, whatever you can call it.
Eish.
They are not. And you say you've got officials in the offices, got officials everywhere who catering for this and that and that and that and that. They get paid nicely. Even in other countries, they come and get medicine here and there. But the towns are dirty, filthy. What is best about our constitution? It's best for those who are educated. Doesn't know constitution. That's why we told about to say what constitution because he doesn't or she doesn't own it, doesn't know it, but is being put upon their shoulder. It's 30 years now. I can assure you can interview anybody to tell me section 25 university person will tell you what is that. I'm doing accountant myself. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
But that constitution governs his life or her life, but it doesn't know it.
That is what do you think needs to change? Maybe Mukanana, what needs to change more South Africa? You think the system that change?
But firstly, we must have this Ubuntu in the context of Africanism, not in the context of this constitution at all, in the context of blackness, black consciousness. You must have that here. Uri, this is my brother. This is my sister. You can't rape your brother.
Yeah.
You can't abuse your sister if you've got that black consciousness. But this English consciousness, whiteness, that's why there is this thing. You must never even be surprised one day they say there's going to be a law that a mother must marry the son and the son must marry whatever. You must never be surprised according to these things that are happening here, that are open in our constitution. One thing that should happen, we need to love one another. Let me tell you, there is this there is this halabaloo of Malema is singing kill the bull, kill the wara, kill the wara, kill the wara. Okay, let's say the constitution also has allowed that to be sung again. Because they see nothing wrong in it. According to the context of how Malema is singing it. But have they ever asked the white people or people, Luna white people, Luna the capitalist, whatever, to stop this song? What is needed? It's a simple thing. Simple things. Because Peter Mkaba has been singing this thing. Not Peter Mkaba alone and whatever, crying for our land. They killed Solomon Mahlangu. Unfairly so. And they were happy. They still deny us our land. And we don't say, give us your land that you are occupying. The land that you see, you've got plenty of land. People in Alexander, people in Guguletu, people, they are living in squatter camps. They are oppressed. You guys,
even here, Mukanan.
You guys, you are living, you are you're living in 100 hectares. Is it not Ubuntu when you say, you know what, man,
let's share.
Not about sharing, not about sharing. Guys, Ubuntu bagoti. Nah, man, I've got 50. Let me take 20. I'm doing just that example. I'm a white man, and I say, okay, now this one, without black people coming to you guys as white people, sit around alone. And most of white people, they preach this Jesus and they preach whatever, whom I believe too. All the churches, guys, they are preaching this. To us. They want only to come to us, to preach to us and bring food parcels to us.
Yeah.
We don't need that. We need a land to get a cabbage. My own cabbage. Not every time when somebody is full stomachache and then he bring his remnants to me. All this, if these people, we can say, guys, this, because you see, we have been indoctrinated in that we don't care about land. Because by not cleaning the land here, it shows again, we don't care. But it's not us, actually. Because there are people who say, that ownership is not yet synced in the heart that this house is my house. My house. Like Mutwako Malawi. Stencil is it's a government. It's timeless. I think those people, they know this is my land. But get into this marcation. They're still over hey, let me get a title deed. And I'm waiting for title deed. At least to say this is my land. People, we should stand up. Alikitlane, the manager of Hungry Tigers, used to say to us when we go and play, he said, guys, when you get into a ground, especially Lodlala somewhere, you must not say this is not our ground. Immediately you put your cocks into that ground, it's yours. You play, you win, or you lose on your ground, wherever you play. So we don't have that thing, Runayauri. This is our land. This is our place. If Kanana, everybody can say, hey, mo stadium, don't do that thing. Hey, Nana, King. But then, again, these people, they protect themselves. Because ngwana fika kwa na ntatolo na mfereia ha o mamele next o tla o tshwere kwa le eng ka fela wena freya ngwanaka. There is not that time sa gore ntate ke bona ngwana fitla mona o entse wa tseba rona then ne ke tsaba go report gore ntatolo nshapile.
Yeah,
you know why? Because shapu that time people, but baba holo they know a ona mto molo to shapela ngwana nonsense. Ayo o shapetseng o shapa fetsa o shapa waya a re mo shapile go utlwa re mo shapile no mo shapela ke mo shapile go utlwa re mo shapile no mo shapela wa utlwa ba discuss ka wena ba ditsi ka wena everybody o ditsi ka wena ba le two ka mona le ka mona. So next time o sorry ke shapua ga ke bui because it can. Then abantu baqoqa mo ba bona hore man monna wentse phoso le wena wentse phoso ke bontate ke bomme wentse phoso mara re mo khalemetse ha ntwine se ka hlola etsala twin runa batho ba baholo. That's what is happening. But because we don't have that, you said to me what should be done.
Yes, check. I want to capture this proper. Yeah, no, we're still on.
You said
what? Let's go on the next episode.